People always ask how I balance my family life with 400 shows a year. I'm just doing what I love with the people I love. It's my magic life. All right, this week we just kind of had a lax week. We sat at home. Natalie's still nursing her internal PTSD, and that's what the doctor said. Don't laugh at me.
Metaphor. I don't like it, but yeah, okay.
And the boys started. She said, "I got to get off the couch after a month." So we got the boys doing homeschool.
Back to school. Yep.
And then and Lana had been doing school the whole time.
She took the week off that I was in the hospital. I told her, don't worry about it, because I just figured it's fun distraction, and just it wouldn't sink in. So she did take the week off that I was in the hospital, which I told her to, and then she got right back to it because she's in high school and she can do it herself. So,
but the boys asking, "Can we do school today? Can we do school today?" And Natalie gets all excited. Oh, they like school. No, they like the video games that they get to do in between sessions.
Yeah.
All right, Nat, you got word. You get your stent taken out when?
June 12th, 7:30 in the morning.
Are you excited?
Well, I just hope it doesn't mess anything up. But hopefully that'll be the end of everything. And life will be normal again.
So how's that new medicine working out?
So far, I've only taken one dose. And I'm still in pain. So we'll see. But it's supposed to take a few days to kick in.
What are you doing right now?
I'm trying to start back up with the boys for school. It's been a month. They've had a month off.
Have they noticed?
No?
One day, Julian said, "I want to do school today."
Oh, did he?
Yeah, but I think he likes playing the video games in between sessions.
Oh, right. I'm going to need your help with that. Yeah. They're like, we can't do activities together because they'll compete and get upset when somebody finishes before the other one. So we separate them and do them one at a time. Everything else we do together. So
let's get it started.
Yeah.
What is it?
School time.
Yay!
Time for school, boys. Let's do it.
I want the monkey game.
Mom, you can play the monkey game in between school sessions, okay? Yay! Let's do school. Let's do school.
School is back in session, boys.
Mommy, what gummy?
Oh, go get me 2 things of gummies.
What you got, dude? You have gummies during school? Nice.
Excited to get school started again? Yeah? Are you excited for school to start again?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
What's the things tomorrow, Mommy?
Yeah, we'll do this tomorrow too. Gotta get back on track, boys. Get you learning. Right? These aren't out yet. That's trash. Here, these are yours. 3 faithful boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Because of their sins, many of the Israelites, also called Hebrews, were taken to Babylon as captives.
What are you doing, mister?
I am next to the fire.
You're next to a fire?
Yes.
Are you Lex or Julian?
I'm next.
Look at me. Look up. Look up. There you go. What are you playing?
Monkey game.
The monkey game. Gorilla tag. Let's go see what your brother's doing. Go back to playing.
Good. Lamp, inside or outside?
Inside.
Good. Stars and moon, inside or outside?
Outside.
Good job. All done.
Whoa, that was quick.
Did 3
School done?
activities. Yep. They do good with visual memory. They need to work on listening memory. And they did very well on knowing what goes inside and what goes outside.
How's Mom feeling, though?
I don't feel good. I need to go sit on the couch. But I'm done. At least they got schooling today.
First day of school.
Yep.
So they got back to school this week, which is a good thing. Um, Definitely had to get back into the routine of it and get them corralled again and used to it again. But it didn't take as long as when we first started. And then yeah, when we do activities, we separate them so that there's no competition. Because if somebody finishes an activity first, they're like, "I'm done," and the other one's like, "Oh," and they get all upset. So we separate them for activities, and they get to play a video game when they're done with their activities. So they're very happy with that.
So besides school, you also said, "Hey, I got to push myself and get up off the couch."
Yeah, they told me to rest and take it easy, and that's not doing anything. So I figured I'd try and push myself, and I started out with a walk up and down the driveway, and that was enough to cause pain. And now I'm up to a shortened lap around our trails.
Look at this. We are outside. She's walking my trails with me,
One lap.
but you're up.
Yeah,
You're off the couch.
Better than running up the driveway and back once.
How's your medicine working?
I wouldn't say this is normal feeling, but it's better than it was. So hopefully a few more days and I'll be good.
Baby, I can walk my trails with my wife. I can hang out with my wife again.
Yeah,
You've been doing school the past 2 days.
I have.
You said today didn't hurt.
Today, I didn't say it didn't hurt, and you said it was better than yesterday.
Better. We're getting better.
Yeah, yesterday killed me. Today was better.
We're taking small wins.
Yeah.
You'll be
Step
back
by
in the
step.
show in no
Let's
time.
do this.
Oh, we're cutting the trail short now.
By just a smidge. But yeah, little bit by little bit.
All right. I'll take a little bit. That's progress.
It's probably is a half of a lap of what we normally do, 3/4 of a lap. I don't know.
No, because you're cutting it off back there.
Well, I
And you're cutting
normally
it off up front.
the boys cut it off even more yesterday, but normally we come around to your
So that's 3/4 of a lap.
okay.
I
So
would
I
guess.
probably do about 3/4 of a lap, and that's all I can do. And by the evenings, I'm in a good amount of pain. The mornings are better, but yeah,
But you used to do 5 miles a day on our trails. Now we're doing.
I even work out, and yeah, I feel like a lump. It's awful, but it's getting there. They gave me a medication because it's overstimulated nerves, is what they say. That my nerves are just so used to shooting off pain signals from being in pain for 4 years that now that stuff was messed with in there, they're just continuously all day shooting off pain signals. So they gave me a medication that's supposed to calm the nerves down. And I'm on those for he said usually 3 to 6 months, and then I can get off of them and hopefully all will be well. And it takes at least about 2 weeks to get in, your system and start. I'm seeing little improvements. I'm better in the mornings now. But by the end of the day, I'm usually done and on the couch and just sitting because when I move, I hurt.
Last night you got up to pee in the middle of the movie and you came back and was crying.
Yeah, I was hurting. But I think I was paying for the day before still. And then so 4 to 6 weeks is when it's supposed to be in peak usage performance. I don't know.
Peak performance.
Peak performance. There you go. So
you've been taking it what, like
now.
4 days?
1 week.
You've been taking it 7 days?
1 week. I started it Sunday, and today is Sunday.
I ask every day, how you feel?
Right.
How you feel? Right in the morning, how you feel?
And it's hard because it's hard to figure out because now you're really trying to figure out, okay, you're like looking at every little micro stab of pain and was like, is that better than what it was before? Or is that the same? And you're really trying to analyze it harder than what you were before, where when you had no medication for it before, you're just like, oh, I hurt. And now it's kind of like, well, I hurt, but is it better hurt than before? Is it the same? It's hard to tell, but.
Well, you're worse off now than you were before you had the stone taken out because you used to have 4 weeks of nothing.
Right.
Just the daily stabbing.
Right. And then
4 to 6 hours of pain. Now you have
daily
daily pain.
Now it's daily. Yeah. But at least I can, there's improvement since I came home from the hospital. I can, like I said, the mornings are better as the day moves on and the more I do and if I do too much, which is like nothing, I hurt by the end of the day. But it's supposed to get better. And so I'm just thinking if it's this little bit of better now, it's just going to keep getting better. And I just got to keep going. And soon I'll do a whole full lap. And then maybe that'll turn into a lap and a half. And then.
So for my Patreon, I was doing a magic trick where I needed some string.
Mm-hmm.
And Lana has a whole craft closet in the boys' playroom that's kind of locked up. We have rope tied around the doorknob so the kids don't mess with it. But I don't want the kids to even know that door exists, because if they get into that, they're gonna tear up that little closet.
Right.
So
I know it's there.
So I told Lana and I told Natalie, Lana, can I borrow some yarn? Okay, Natalie, entertain the kids in the hallway. So I snuck in the room and shut the door and went through the closet and got some yarn. And they're out there doing their ABCs. Mm-hmm. They did ABCs great.
They did ABCs really well. And then I told them, okay, let's count to 20.
Count to 20. Ready? 1, 2. Ooh. All right, are you guys ready? Start over. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So they've got until about 13 or 14, and then we got to work on it.
Well,
and then they start skipping around.
For preschool, I guess that's good, huh?
I think that's okay. We'll get there.
And we counted to 20, and I think they do real well right up until 13. And then 14 comes out like another 13. And then after that, it's kind of like they know what numbers are supposed to come after that, but they don't know what order. So after 14, it could be 17 and then 16 and then 19 and then 15. And then, they're saying all the numbers that are between 14 and 20. They just don't have the right order yet. So
13 and 14.
Yeah. Yeah. So we just got to work on that one.
But I thought it was cute. Them singing their ABCs and hanging out. And they totally went with it. They just okay, we're going to do school in the hallway for some reason. Okay. And they laid on you and they just started singing and counting. And they're like, I hid the yarn underneath my belly. And they said, Dad, your belly, it's a pillow. And they knocked it out of my belly. I tried to hide everything.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Didn't work.
It was funny.
Couldn't get past them.
So since Natalie literally can't drive, I didn't realize she couldn't even drive. She told me the other day that she needed to go to the dentist.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you went with me, because if I got in extreme pain while I was driving, I don't know what would happen.
I'm just scared. Nobody's told me I can't drive. I'm just afraid because I sit in certain positions and it's uncomfortable. And so I don't know what driving will do. And if I get uncomfortable driving somewhere and then I'm in a lot of pain and I don't feel like I can drive home, now I'm stuck. And so, yeah.
So I get the honor of taking her to musical theater.
Yes, Lana.
And boy, is that boring. And I'm sitting in a parking lot for an hour.
I keep telling you, he complained about the heat in the car, but I told him there's a perfectly really big building over here.
No kidding.
She tells me to go inside. Go inside, they have air conditioning. I'm fine, Lana. It's not fun.
He complains like a baby when there's...
And then I'm watching the clock and I'm watching the countdown and I see other kids leave. And my kid's always the last one out the building. And it was 1:24 this time. And I said, Lana, it's 1:30. No, Dad, it's 1:24. We get done at 1:15. 1:15? I thought you were done at 1. Oh, no, it's an hour and 15-minute class? Mm-hmm. This is boring. All right, it is Tuesday at 11:45. Lana has to go to musical theater rehearsals. What are you doing today, Lana?
Musical theater.
Yeah, but aren't you like directing this year or something?
Oh, yeah. I'm directing a scene and then choreographing a song.
Choreographing a song?
It is not the best, but I tried.
How many people are you choreographing?
6.
Are you doing like the Michael Jackson Thriller choreograph?
I thought you were going to say like the moonwalk thing. No.
Are you doing moonwalk? What kind of dancing is it? Do you just make it up, or
I
are
made
you?
it up.
And what play is it?
Annie.
Annie. What's the song?
You're never fully dressed without a smile.
You never fill a dress without a smile?
Fully dressed.
You're never fully dressed without a smile. I don't know that one. All right, so Lana will go to musical theater. She'll play and have fun and choreograph and direct. And I'll sit in the parking lot and twiddle my thumbs for an hour.
And you can play with this.
I can play with your butter. Look at this. She got butter. How much did you spend for this? How much money?
Like $7.
$7. Show it to him. Butter. She wants squishy butter. It's the silliest daggone thing I've ever seen in my life. She was checking the mail every day for her butter to come in. Squishy butter. This is ridiculous. All right, here we go.
Sometimes Miss Nicole has us do something before we leave that accidentally what's it called? Puts us over the time.
Yeah.
Is that the correct
Yeah.
word, I guess?
Makes it go long.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Dad complains even though there's an air conditioned building 5 feet away from him.
But that was the last one that you had to take her to by yourself because this week is her performance.
Yay! So, what is the play this week?
Annie.
And you're directing. How will I know the part that you're directing?
Miss Nicole said that she was going to put up on the screen above us who directed it.
That
As a
scene.
scene.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So I'll know to cheer real loud for that part. Also,
Yeah.
Natalie got to walk in her graduation this week, and that was like a big goal. Can I
Yes.
get better enough to walk? And that was some tear-jerking days for her because
I
she
was
worked
worried.
so hard. She was like, "Do I even want to walk?" I'm like, "Yeah, the kids need to see it. The people need to see it. Your diploma is one thing, but boy, the pictures of you in cap and gown, it really is a big bow at the end of it that
Yeah.
I really thought you needed to be a part of."
Yeah. I'm glad I did it. But I was worried I wasn't going to be able to do it because I was in pain. But it's like, oh, well, I'm just going to do it anyway and just be in pain. And I was in pain, but I brought my Tylenol with me and I popped a couple of those.
So we were across the aisle, but behind her, and we were both on the ends. And you could see her leg going up and down, up and down, up and down. I nudged my mother-in-law, Natalie's mom, and I say, "You can tell she's in pain." Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, so we got there really early because they have a welcome fair. And I wanted to get there because I had to go to the welcome fair in order to pick up my medallion that was for graduating with high distinction. And I really wanted to wear that at my graduation because darn it, I earned it. I got a 4.0. I wanted to wear that. And then also you got a free t-shirt. Free t-shirt. And
We paid for
I
it.
do believe we actually paid for that t-shirt, but it was free the day of. So I wanted to get that. And then they also said, there's light refreshments. So I figured the boys would enjoy that and probably this one too. And so on my ceremony was on Friday and that welcome fair was just 8:30 to 1. And I didn't know how long. And my ceremony was at 11. And I don't know, is it going to take 2 hours to do and we won't make it there? Plus I wanted the medallion to walk with. So we got there really early. We got there a little after 8:30, 8:45, something like that. And
But I think if we'd have got there 15 minutes later, we'd have been rushing.
possibly.
Or we did sit and eat the ice cream, but that only
We
took
did.
5 minutes. But
And then we got there early for the thing, but that was good because you guys got seats that you liked too.
yeah,
Yeah, they said to arrive at the ceremony by 10:30. The students who are graduating need to be there at 10:30. And so we got to the welcome fair. We had to take a shuttle over to the welcome fair.
all right, Nat, where are we? What are we doing?
Hold on. We are getting ready to go graduate. Well, walk. So. Okay.
What are we doing, boys? We don't know.
Sunglasses. Those on.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, look at this. Ready? Now, cheese. Come here. Say cheese. Oh, wow. That looks great.
Handsome boy.
Betty, how's that ice cream?
Good. How's y'all's ice cream? Good. They gave us free ice cream and free popcorn over here at our welcome fair. We got to take pictures and get t-shirt. You guys did golf.
No, look.
What? The lamp? You like the lamp? It's cute, isn't
And
it?
the ice cream.
And the ice cream's good.
Because I want to call this a whiteboard. Ice cream and the ice cream.
Ice cream and ice cream. Awesome. Enjoy your ice cream. Yum, yum, yum.
Ice cream, kettle corn, sodas.
Is that kettle corn or popcorn?
Kettle corn.
Wow.
Did you show off your bronze medal? What is that?
Because I got a 4.0. High distinction, baby.
Fancy. Nobody else got that. I haven't seen anybody else with that.
Ah, really? Pretty cool, huh?
4.0. Golly. Golly. All right, Mom, we're doing a lot of running, a lot of shuttle riding. Everything's far apart from each other. How are you holding up with your... Can you do anything besides Tylenol? You think
That's all I
it...
got. Tylenol.
All right, well,
Yeah.
what's going to happen?
I'm just gonna take Tylenol and walk anyway. I have a choice. I'm gonna do this. I'll probably pay for it later tonight, way worse.
Because I didn't know, you can't tell on the little map that they give you like how far apart these things are. Do you need to ride the shuttle or can you walk? Can I walk? I don't know how far I can get before I'm just in too much pain. So it was nice that they had the shuttles. And I got my medallion, got the free t-shirt. Boys got to play a couple of little games.
They have
They
little
got-
games. They get to spin a wheel and they can get a prize. And they
Yeah.
got squishy balls.
Yeah.
They got to try to play
Golf.
putt-putt, but that was
Yeah.
awful.
And then
I was afraid that thing was going to just knock through a window because we're in a building
Right.
playing putt-putt with 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
I'm scared. So
And then,
I was holding their arms, but I was scared. And then I don't know if I helped or hindered, but
that's
I didn't want that
they
ball.
liked having a chance.
I didn't want that ball. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to pay for a window. And then they had a little area to take a picture, and so we took pictures. And then we went downstairs, and they had popcorn, and they had ice cream, and they had drinks, and so we just sat and let them eat their ice cream and a little bit of popcorn. And
They
then
gave us 3 bags of popcorn, and that so helped for the 2-hour ceremony because the boys just ate popcorn the whole time. And whoever was talking, they were projected on the big screen behind them. And you said the boys thought they were watching a movie.
Before the thing even started, there was like commercials for the Liberty University thing, and every time a commercial finished, they were eating popcorn, and every time they stopped, they put the popcorn in their lap, and they would. So that was the only thing entertaining them until Willow got there from Paw Patrol.
Yeah, that's sweet. That's good though.
Yeah.
But yeah, we left there at 10. I was like, I don't know how long it's gonna take us to get there, so we left a little bit before 10 from the welcome fair to get to the ceremony, and we ended up getting there at like 10 after 10, and we took a shuttle over.
But it was 10 minutes getting her through the front door because some lady said, "Oh,
My hood. So I had.
She kept you for 10 minutes."
Well,
It
she
felt
was
like.
helping me, but she's like, "Oh, let me help you with your hood." I said, "Oh, okay." You have it on backwards. I said, "Oh," because I had the wrong color showing, so I had to take it off, which is the whole thing because you have to unzip and it's attached to a button, and so you have to undo the button and take it off, and then she's like, "Oh, it's inside out too," so she had to flip it over and get it right side out and everything, and then she put it back on me. It was completely different looking. And then trying to get it back onto my button was a hassle. And then, but that was really nice of her because I didn't know those hoods, they come and it's weird looking and I've never had one before. I didn't know. So anyway, but yeah. And then I got in there and they're like, go up to the front. Somebody will tell you where to sit. I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't know, wandering around, there's no like designated person. So you just have to grab one of the professors or whoever is walking around up there. And I was like, where am I supposed to sit? And so she was very nice and she showed me. And then I turn around. I'm like, okay, I know where I'm supposed to sit. I turn around to show Wes where I'm supposed to sit, and they're just gone. And I'm like, where'd they go? Where are they? And I'm looking around like, why can't I find? Like, normally you can hear the boys. And
they were eating popcorn. They were very quiet.
Apparently. And I couldn't, I looked around. I felt like I was just looking around for like a solid 5 minutes. I'm sure it wasn't that long, but that's what it felt like. I'm like, where are they? And I would have been like, Wes, but it was so loud in there because it was a multi-purpose room center where they play sports and do different things. It was a huge ceiling and it was echoey, and so it was loud.
AstroTurf, the boys love the fake grass.
Yeah, so I was like, even if I was Wes, he wouldn't have heard me because it was loud. And so I'm looking, and then finally he just kind of appears out of the crowd and coming towards me. He's like, there you are. Where did you go? So. But yeah,
I had to get them a seat.
Yeah, here's hope with our kids.
I'm a magician.
Yeah.
We're at graduation. I didn't think this would be this big, but it is. This is a small graduation. Tons of seats. Excited. All decked out. Just gotta put on my hood. My hat.
And where God is calling you. Liberty University. During your time here, you have relentlessly pursued your calling with hard work and dedication. You've overcome difficult challenges and pushed through adversity. And now, graduates, you believe you're carrying not just a diploma, but the knowledge and wisdom to impact the world for Christ. Your journey here has shaped you and strengthened you. As you look back on these years of your life, remember the laughter, the worship, the prayers, and that you are a champion for Christ, no matter where God calls you next. So, graduates, take your next step and become who God has made you to be. Welcome to commencement, class of 2026.
Graduates, families, friends, welcome to the 2026 Liberty University School of Health Sciences degree presentation ceremony for the Department of Allied Health Professions, Biology and Chemistry, and Public Health.
But it went good. It went real good. She actually got the first one to walk up in her group.
In my group. I didn't mean to be, but I was actually in the third row back for my group. And then they were like, oh, we didn't leave enough room for the group that was sitting in front, so we're going to move them back a row. I am so sorry. We totally miscounted. We got to move back a row. And so then I was like, no, I'm first. I wonder if they're going to go that way or this way. Oh, no. Am I going to be first? And I was first. But they had people pointing you. Because, there's no rehearsal for this. Like when you're in high school. And they're like, first you come this way and then you go that way. No. And you brought a card with your name on it and what you're graduating with.
That did no good.
For the person to read. And I'm like, they're going to screw up my name. Iseli. Like, Iseli, Iseli. Yeah, whatever. And so I wrote on there. And I did it on both sides of the card because my name was on both. I didn't know what they were reading off of. And so I put on there, pronounced eyes, like your eyes, and then dash Lee, L-E-E.
Spell it.
Iseli. E-Y-E-S, like your eyes, and then L-E-E, Lee, eyes, Lee.
Now presenting the recipients of the master's degree from the Department of Public and Community Health. Natalie Eiley, Master of Science Nutrition, graduate with high distinction. Jayla Locklear, Master of Public Health, Global Health.
Maybe he didn't see the S. Maybe that's what happened.
Well, where'd the end come from?
The end?
So what did he say?
Island or something.
Yeah, he said Natalie Island.
It sounded like
Eiley.
Was it Eiley?
I think Eiley.
I thought he said Island.
Maybe
Island.
there's like a dark spot where
I
the
don't
S
know.
was.
But anyway, yeah, and like people were leaning over to talk to the person announcing every once in a while. I'm sure to say how their name is pronounced, but I was like, he's a he's a professor. Like, I'm assuming he can read. He's the one reading. And I put on there, and I even stopped and looked at him, and I was waiting for him to look up at me to see if like he didn't understand. He never looked at me. So I was like, okay, I guess he got it. And so he started talking, and I start walking. He's like, Natalie Eiley, or whatever he said. I'm like,
it's Alex.
he did. Aw. But oh well, what are you gonna do?
Well, you pay that much money. They appreciate you being there so much, and you're an honor student. You graduated with a 4.0. Let me give this guy a big round of applause. God bless you for doing so good. Sylvia
Mispronounced your name.
Jenkins.
Right.
That's not my name.
Right. And there was one girl way ahead of me that went up, and she talked to the guy, and then she starts walking, and he mispronounced her name, and she stops, and she's talking to you. First you're shaking your hands with the dean, and then you're going across to another person and getting your diploma. And she stops and talks, and she's turning back, looking, pointing to the guy, and shakes her head. So the only thing, and she's like, points her to go get her diploma. And in my head, what I'm thinking is going on is, he mispronounced my name. Can he please re-say it again? No, you go ahead and go on and get your over there and get your picture with the diploma. It's like, dang, you do all this work and your name is mispronounced.
We're used to it.
Yeah.
But when you went the extra mile to write it out, how it's pronounced, and do all that,
and that's what was going through my head. So when everything was done, I was like, did he say, graduated with high distinction? Because that was on the card, and I wanted it to be said because I worked hard for that. And I was like, did he say that? Like, what did he say? Because all I heard was my mispronounced name. I'm chuckling like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he mispronounced. That's what's going through my head. I completely missed everything else he said as I went across the stage to shake the hand and get the diploma.
That's all I heard too.
I don't
think he said it as clearly, because he
said it.
He did, but not as clearly. He was a booming announcer voice that the other people weren't public speakers, and this guy put on this radio voice to do this.
Yeah.
So when you first had the people that were graduating high distinction, graduating military credits, whatever.
Military, yeah.
Yeah, military graduate.
Service. Yeah, there you go.
Dominic Jenkins, yay!
Yeah.
Graduate, high distinction, and then Natalie and distinction, and then
they say your name, and then you say Master of Science, Nutrition, graduate with high distinction is with the order that was supposed to be in. But yeah, I don't know.
But he didn't.
But it was said.
But it was like he was, because he had already done 100 people before you.
Yeah, my group was the last group,
and he was like, high distinction. He had, during yours, it was like he had to reset.
Oh.
And it's like, daggone it.
Reset before you start.
Yeah.
Oh well. I graduated, darn it. I walked. We got pictures. It was a fun day. I enjoyed it. I was definitely in pain by the time I walked across the stage, and I was definitely in pain when we went out to lunch, but I wanted to go out to lunch to celebrate. So and then the following day, I didn't do very much, and I was in so much pain by the time dinner rolled around. And I'm like, Wes is like, this isn't good. You're going backwards. I'm like, I do believe I'm paying for yesterday. Like, it was a lot more walking than just 3/4 of a lap. So
it was a lot of walking.
It was.
I mean, it wasn't for me.
For me,
right.
It was a lot of walking. Like, just to walk from where you were to get to the shuttle. That was enough. That
compared to what you've been doing.
What I did in one day, but I had to walk to get to a shuttle, then on the shuttle to the welcome fair to the shuttle, from the shuttle to the graduation ceremony, walk for the graduation ceremony, walk to the car. And so.
And
yeah,
the shuttle to the welcome ceremony, you had to take 3 flights of stairs to get into the main level.
Yeah.
And then you could take the elevator. Yeah. I told the lady she's got blood clots. It was just easier, faster.
Yeah, way easier
whatever.
to say that instead of what's really going on.
Oh, yeah. There's an elevator right over there. It was like 50 people waiting for an elevator. So we're like, we'll just take the steps.
Yeah, I was
so
like,
then it's 3 stories up.
Yeah, I saw the crowd waiting for the elevator, and they were waiting for it's glass elevator. You see the elevator coming down; it's jam packed with people, and there was at least 2 elevator fulls waiting to get on the elevator. And I just looked at Wes. I said, "Let's just take the stairs. I actually want to get to the welcome fair, like today. Like I don't want to." And I didn't know how long the lines were going to be up there, and I wanted to be able to get through and do the things that we wanted to do before we had to leave for the ceremony. So I was like, just let's take the stairs. So
and we bought the boys some sunglasses and little cases for them so they didn't scratch them all up in their book bags, and they got to wear them, and they get so many compliments, and they felt so cool wearing them. Every time we left the building, I need my sunglasses, Mom. I need my sunglasses.
So bright, which I get. I need my sunglasses when it's bright outside. My eyes hurt.
It's just funny little kids, they're just.
But
they
it
can't
did
handle
change. Like normally they'll just be like this, and then they'll just walk and they don't complain. But then they knew they had sunglasses. Now they're like, "Mom's got the sunglasses. Mom, it's so bright. I need my sunglasses. Where are the sunglasses, Mom?" It became a bigger thing than what it normally is.
When
But
they
it was
got
cute.
inside, I asked them, "Do you want to put them up on your head?" Lex said no. Julian's like, "Okay." He put them up and he went, "Am I a cool dude?" And I went, "Yeah, you're a cool dude." And he went,
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, not cool of a dude.
They
Lex
didn't want to
looked at
take
him
them
and
off
said,
when they were inside,
No,
and they
they loved them.
yeah.
Well, they were getting compliments.
I made them
left
give
and
them,
right too.
Yeah, I made them give them to me at the restaurant because I didn't want. I just knew something was gonna happen, and then outside the restaurant, Mom,
Pitiful. And then they slept all the way home because we had to get up at
with
6 in the morning.
sunglasses on. Yeah, that was cute. Yeah,
We had to
did.
get up at 6, and they're used to getting up at 11:30, 12:30. So
yeah, it was a very, very early morning for all of us, but especially for the boys. So and Lana, and so.
But you graduated.
I graduated.
You did it.
I did it, and I got the pictures I wanted to get, and I got pictures with my family too with my graduation, which is very important.
And your
That's
mom
very
and dad
important.
came with your nieces and
Yes.
nephews.
Yep, my mom and dad came.
Right,
I was very happy that they were able to make it too, and they came out to lunch with us, which was nice. They liked that too, so I was happy. It was a good day. It was even despite the pain, it was a good day. I was happy.
That's this week, guys. I think the only thing left to say is see you next week.
Check us out online at wesisley.com and patreon.com/Wes_Isley for behind-the-scenes videos, blooper videos, never-before-seen footage, discounts on merchandise, magic trick tutorials, and more. That's Wes Iseli, spelled Wesiseli.